Hello subscribers, this is yours truly JBlue68 coming to you with yet another video. This is going to be a comic book haul video, my first in a minute. Today being April the 19th and Wednesday. Happy Comic Book Wednesday. Before I get into this video though, I want to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for liking, sharing, and commenting. Please continue to do the same and tap the notification bell so you can get more videos like this as I post them immediately. I don't expect this video to get a lot of views, but that's all right. As I always say, I like to share my love of comic books with you. And this is just going to be an independent comic book haul of independent comic books released. There will be no DC or Marvel comics in this haul. And we're going to start off with Mark Millar's Nightclub. And the reason, this is issue number 4. And the reason why I'm going to go ahead and feature this one is because I love the fact that we have comic books for $1.99. This is the cheapest comic book out there, period. This harkens back to the olden days, as I've said before, in terms of comic book prices, kind of, sort of, anyway. Yeah, but this is Nightclub, written by Mark Millar with Hanan Ramirez. Hanan Ramirez, I believe, is the artist. This is from Image Comics, and again, this is book number 4, or issue number 4. Which, of course, this book deals with vampires. And you see this this particular cadaver sitting on a garney, a bloody garney. All right. Okay. So let's move on. We have another book written by Mark Millar from Image Comics. And this is The Ambassadors. Mark Millar and Frank Quitely. 8 billion people, 6 can have superpowers. I've heard about this book, and it's about a particular individual who has the ability to give superpowers to human beings, and she chooses 6 individuals throughout the world whom she gives those superpowers to. I believe we're on issue number 2 of this book, but this is issue number 1. My books came in late, as they always do, but nonetheless, I'm glad to have them. And again, to share them with you. That's a pretty cool cover too. All right. Next we have Wesley Snipes, The Exile. That's Exiled. That's right. That's Wesley Snipes, the actor. Wesley Snipes, also better known as Blade. And this is his comic book series. I'm not sure if it's a mini series or a maxi series or an ongoing series. But this is issue number 2 from Whatnot Comics. Yeah, so The Exile, I'm not really sure the premises of the story yet. And I think I'm actually missing issue number 1. I ordered for it, but it hasn't come in yet. But yeah, issue number 1 of of number 2, rather, of The Exiled. And then we have Boom Studios, Something is Killing the Children, and this is issue number 30 by James Tynion IV. All right, very popular series here. One of my absolute favorites, of course, with contributors Werther Dell'Adaro, Miguel Muerto. All right. Then also from Boom Studios, issue number 1 of The Neighbors. I've heard a lot about this book. It's issue number 1, a creepy comic written by Jude Ellison, S. Doyle, Letizia Catonici, and Alessandro Santoro. It's issue number 1 of The Neighbors. That's a pretty cool cover there too. Really, I like the format of that there. And then we get into more Image Comics. This is, of course, Todd McFarlane. That's a really cool cover there. I heard someone voted this as cover of the week in their comic book haul. Trying to keep these books in some sort of order here. All right. Yeah, so this is King Spawn, and this is issue number 21. All right. Digging that cover there, man, really. I really like that. And the latest issue of King Spawn came out this week, too, with a cool cover as well. All right. You see Sam and Twitch there. And of course, the crazy clown. And then we have the regular Spawn issue series, rather. This is issue number 340 of Spawn. That's an interesting cover there. Interesting looking character. All right. And then more Image Comics. There's a lot of Image Comics in this haul. That's all right. This is Indigo Children issue number 1 by Kurt Perez, Rockwell White, Alex Diado, D. Kanifi, or Kanif, if I'm pronouncing that name correctly, and Hassan Osmani, and another name that I cannot pronounce, Elhua. All right, so these are different, the writers, artists, pencilers, and colors all on the this particular cover. And I've heard some things about this book too. That reason why I went ahead and put it into my particular haul. Very interesting story, and I cannot remember the exact premises of it, but definitely want to read it, and who knows, maybe even do a review of it. Okay, let's move along here. And then here's Clear number 2 by Scott Snyder and Francis Manapul. Okay. I have issue number 1. I've yet to read it. This is issue number 2 from Dark Horse Comics. But again, I've heard good things about this particular book too. So I had to definitely put it in my indie comic book haul. All right. And then, of course, Mark Millar again. Wow, this is the 3rd book written by him in this haul. And from Image Comics again. This is Nemesis Reloaded. Jorge Jimenez and Mark Millar. The return of a great story and a great character. Kind of a dark side Batman, so to speak. There's a lot of glare in there. Let's get that glare out, okay? And this is issue number, what did I say? Number 4 of the series. Oh, I was wrong. I said that there were no Marvel books in here. But I really still consider this to kind of be like an independent series within the Marvel Marvel's comic book industry, because this is actually a 20th Century Fox 20th Century Fox production. And they actually have 20th Century Fox Studios logo on here. That's pretty cool. This is Predator issue number 2, the restarting or relaunch of this issue by Ed Brisson with Ethel Diaz, Beledino, Rabo, and Eric Araciniega. Okay, you see this. It looks like she's butchered one of the predators. She has its head in her hand. With green blood on her blade there. Okay. All right, let's move along. And then we have The Nasty. This is from, what, Nightfall Comics? Yeah. By Les Cambadias and Cahoon Campbell. Okay. All right, and this is issue number 1, I believe, of this particular series. A lot of reviews I've heard of this too, by the way. And of course, Mosley from Boom Studios. And I've been following this post-apocalyptic dystopian storyline. I think it's very, very, so far I've enjoyed it. I think it's been done very well. It's by Rob Guillory, Sam Lofty, and Jean-Francois Boula. Issue number 3 of this series. And I have been reading this, so I can say that I've enjoyed it so far. It basically deals with a dad who possesses certain powers, or is given certain powers in this post-apocalyptic world that has been taken over by AI. And he's kind of sort of the savior of mankind to restore order to humanity and to basically get rid of AI and put humanity and our planet back on track. That's just a quick synopsis of it. There's more to it than that. I'm wondering what this creature is right here. This doesn't look like AI. It looks like an alien organism of some sort. But it's basically Moses, a retelling of Moses, I'm told, in a futuristic from a futuristic point of view. Okay. And then here's Where Monsters Lie from Dark Horse Comics, issue number 3, by Kyle Starks, Vladimir Popov, Piotr Kowalski, and Joshua Reed. Another good book. I've heard a lot of good things about. This issue number 3 of the story, but I haven't had a chance to start reading it yet. I say that with all my comic books, right? Believe me, there's a lot of comics I have read, but again, I'm always playing catch up. So we're back to issue number 3, right? Number 4 of Nightclub, back where we started. So this is just a brief, quick haul. I wanted to make it quick and do something for Comic Book Wednesday. And speaking of, we are only a week away from Free Comic Book Day. About 10 days away or so from Free Comic Book Day, which is next Saturday. I will have another comic book haul too, by the way, before that time. I have some more comics I received, which are DC and Marvel comics, so I'll have that probably towards the weekend. But yes, Free Comic Book Day is going to be May the 6th, Saturday, the day after the worldwide release of James Gunn's Marvel Studios James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Okay, so yeah, and we'll definitely be covering that. I'm going to be at 1 or 2 different comic book shops, and I'll probably be doing some filming there while I'm in the comic book shop, highlighting some of the exciting activities, and we'll see where that will end up being once that day comes to fruition. Anyway, so thank you for joining me, y'all. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. Please continue to do so. Please give the video a thumbs up and tap the notification bell so you can get more videos like this as I post them immediately. Happy Comic Book Wednesday. Read a comic book. It's good for the mind, good for the soul, good for the imagination. So much crap going on in this world right now. A lot of evil things and a lot of evil people. So a comic book, I think, is a good relief and a way to get the mind away from a lot of the craziness going on. Right? Okay. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Peace, love, and hair grease.